Badman.
I'm probably doing this like the long
Vagina.
way. Badman Vagina.
Vagina.
Yep.
Alright, still 9 days left. Just went inside, edited the last video. Basically living on monsters now because got too much shit to do. I gotta start on brake lines. Pervy Dan over here.
And the hog joggers.
In the hog joggers. Torquing stuff for whatever reason. Jeez, mechanic tight, dude. Just as tight as you can, then a quarter turn after that.
German tight. Wooden tight.
Good and tight. My initial plan, I wanted to have this as a roller with all like the interior back in it like 2 days from now. Fury 120 race fuel. That's where we're putting this to replace the C16 because I paid $250 for a can of C16 and these are $150. So like basically buy two get one free.
Almost. Maths.
Anyways, brake lines are completely done with the thing. Tokyo's gonna take the grill off so we can get the trans cooler in. Dan, thankfully Dan's more than just a pervert.
He's a good pervert.
We got the upper and lower ball joints all in. The only thing we need to do now is the steering components in the front. But all the brake lines are done here. Now I can start bleeding them. Keep bleeding, I keep bleeding love. I wonder if she's talking about her vagina.
Jeez, Randy, where'd all that smoke? Jeez, Randy, where'd all that smoke come from?
I don't know, nothing's on fire under there, is it?
Yeah,
I got a quadruple decker peanut butter sandwich here. And some dressed all over chips.
No Zesty Morton?
No zest. I'd be forgetting to eat out in the garage all the time. That's a lie. I've been eating these sour gummy worms and Tokyo's licorice.
Yeah,
come on, Tokyo. You can use them ribby nuts.
Fuck, it's hard. I got no leverage and I'm weak.
Oh, I can see it in there. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's done. It's done.
What?
You got it.
It doesn't go all the way in?
No. Then pull those apart now, and unscrew the bottom piece. There you go. You successfully added threads to something, buddy.
Neato, I'm usually just ripping them apart.
I know. I know. Yeah, now we're welding to the plate on the tunnel, and then this one we welded the tunnel and just stitched it to the floor. So that one's solid as shit.
And then we're gonna drill through the front one.
Yeah, through the front one, through the floor, and then the back one we're just gonna drill through the angle and bolt it to the angle. Which, these were your old seat mounts. They're spot welded in like 8 spots, so pick your poison.
Yeah.
I farted in the poopy.
That's not my poison. Because the whole goal is to sit lower.
Yes. I'm just gonna pull this off. Put the seat back. Make well turn about strong.
Kyle just broke his... He's telling me that the factory seat is welded this many times and it should be safe. Meanwhile, his welding helmet breaks off this seat.
Make welds aren't the best.
I'm in danger.
Oops. Maybe you should put the headrest down and make life easier too. It's probably not going to be fun to mount the front, is it?
You just slide it all the way back.
Oh, I guess so, yeah. That's a seat mount.
Yeah, burn that in, drill some holes, and
Mount the seat.
wish for best of luck. Show me your deck, Knowles. She bought herself a Cricut printer.
I made my own stickers that I'm gonna put on. It's gonna be like partially covered. Oh, I should have cut it down a little bit more, but it's fine. I'll put it like right here.
Break, and then bump.
Is it gonna look stupid?
No, it's a good way to remember.
I like my
Little aliens, just
I
like you.
My aliens. Okay.
ASMR, I'm giving the mic a blowjob right now.
Same idea as before. Going to use the same pedestal because it's the same height. Pretty much going to be mounted, I think, in the same position, except we're going to use the factory armrest that came with the Landau and center console.
We're gonna try and use this slit because it's like it reminds Tokyo of his mom, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. So then I got no cup holder. Oh, my hinge is broken.
It just needs a welding wire in it. See if you can buy an Amazon cup holder and just mount them to here.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so, eh?
Yeah.
Even just one
Yep.
for a big gulp.
I don't have a cup holder either, so maybe order 2.
Yeah, but you're not a streetcar.
What? What?
What? Oh, you can just pull it out?
Yeah.
You're making me unscrew it.
Because it would hit the floor for you.
Oh. You're also like squeezing harder than I was.
I just look like it because I got more strain on my face.
Yeah, because you're a sissy and you just do CrossFit and I just be fat. I got cheeseburger power behind me, bud.
Yep. Don't underestimate the power of a cheeseburger. So we got the brake lines done, the ball joints, the charge piping, the front springs and shocks. The trans shifter mount is in now. Trans cooler you have in. The seat is in. The seat mount is done. Just exhaust, injectors, battery box, the bumper bolts, throttle cable, rear sway bar. Power steering cooler. There's not a lot of things left to do.
Headlights are changed. Not that that really mattered, just...
And then get it to Daddy Cal, let him do all his wiring shit, and then it's put all the interior pieces back in. It's essentially a roller. Basically, we bled the brakes. We bled the brakes. We could throw wheels on it right now. If we had the shifter cable hooked up,
It would roll.
it would probably roll. Like if we dummy wired up the car like we did earlier,
It
we
would
could probably
drive.
make it drive.
Exhaust damages from the...
Let's see if we can get this one in there. It is stainless too. Ooh,
The hair setter?
yeah, this one I got. Two pie cuts.
Do we have any 3-inch?
If that's all it takes, yeah. We've got some 3-inch here. Bow, bow, bow. Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. 8 days left. First of all, I did a shop cleanup here. Everything was under the car. It's all clean now. I don't mind laying underneath there. It's gonna be good. I have to do the shifter cable, but I have to find the shifter plate. The interchangeable plate on the side, I stole it from my car. I bought another one. I don't know where it's at now. I feel like the light's at the end of the tunnel, and I can see it. I just really hope that it's not painted on a brick wall like the Roadrunner does. Because it's probably what's going to happen. Sugar tits! So I put a drive shaft loop in. It actually fits pretty decently in there. I had to modify it slightly, but drive shaft loop, Tokyo be safe. Got this one exhaust bolted up. The other exhaust is here. This is the bent one we're going to have to modify.
I think we should leave the defect, because it's a reminder that when Dave sees the new car, if he frigs around, he's going to find out.
Frig around, find out. Slam them into a pole. Tokyo's going to put my injectors in this thing. As long as you don't pinch the O-rings when you put them in. Where's the sheet for them?
On top of the car, under my hat.
2,500 cc's.
Oh, this side's not turning.
Crazy. I should be running ethanol for sure.
What do you mean that?
But my fuel pump ain't big enough. No ethanol for me. I did get a friggin' burr in the eyeball earlier.
Again?
I think it's swelling the bottom of my eyelid. No, it hit me like the bottom of my eyelid here.
Are you using your muscly arms to bend stainless steel?
I tried. It didn't work at all. It's stronger than me. Not even thick wall stainless. It's like 0.65. The problem is you friggin' took my exhaust and you bent it.
Technically, my father did. If he wasn't acting out, we wouldn't have had to
I hope
frig.
he like watches these one day and he's like, "You guys are f***ing idiots."
Well, he already knows that we're idiots.
Uncle Smokio in here trying to widen out the fenders for the big meaty tires. Looking like the friggin'
Like the Tin Man.
Tin Man dick.
With a sheet metal crick.
I got our exhaust like I had to add a section right here, and then I had to add a section on the end as well. It's not perfect, but you only get one good exhaust, and if you frig it up, then you're not getting a good second one. So it's going back on. What happened is Tokyo got mad at me because I stole the jack handle because I used it to fabricate with. So no more jack handle. Used it to fabricate. We have these sway bar end links here. They fit inside this aluminum tubing, which is 3/4, which would be perfect because we have to sleeve these and make these longer. It doesn't fit inside 3/4 steel because the 065 wall is a bit too thick, but you don't want to go any thinner than that. So what I've come up with is the jack handle for the engine crane is actually the perfect size to make extended sway bar links. So, sorry Tokyo, I'm stealing another jack handle because it's the perfect size.
It's Dan's engine crane. I don't care.
It's Dan's engine crane, but
And he's a pervert.
we're making some extended sway bar links with this red handle. I realize for YouTube purposes, it doesn't matter if you put in 12-hour days. If you don't pick up the camera more than 3 times, you don't got enough footage to make a video. We ended up getting the battery box installed late last night. That is through the frame rail, so that is going to be tight. Shifter is in, shifter cable is mounted, that's all hooked up in the trans. I'm gonna spend the first little bit here today buttoning up my car to get this thing to fire, so I have to do the fans in it, I have to change the oil in it, and put on like the charge pipe and down pipe. I just wanna make sure it's good to go. So we're gonna do that, get this thing fired up, and see how it runs. So what I have to do is I have to wire up the fans first, that's why the charge piping and exhaust is not on. The problem is, these are gonna be too big for our 30 amp relays, so I got some Jesus big 70 amp relays. I'm gonna use the existing wires that are coming out here because they're 10 gauge wires to power the fans. So we're gonna use the relays inside to power these relays, and we're just gonna run the existing wires because they're plenty big. I made them big on purpose. So wire these things. Quick little crimps is all it needs to do. One day I can wire this all up better. Gonna shrinky dink those after. Put these inside. Probably end up mounting them back to this bar right here somewhere. Just simple because the wires that need to be hooked up are on the back of this loom. I said it before, the wiring in this car was not done by me. It works and I know where everything is right now. That's why I'm hesitant to change it. Eventually I'd like to redo it. I also have one of those inverters that I bought Gina, and I'm gonna wire that in. I have one already, just a small one, but I'm gonna put the bigger one in as well. The relays are mounted, oh yeah. Can't really even see them. You know what, it ain't so bad in here. Doing some wiring, just relaxing, watching the CrossFit games, eating sour gummy worms, pretending like I can do what they're doing. I'm just pound through this, man. Okay, so this wire is just an extra wire. With the shady wiring, I ran an extra wire out to the engine bay just in case we needed a wire on the fly. It's there. Technically, these 2 relays right here should turn on those 2 relays so I can still use my switch because this doesn't send a signal. It goes through the relay, through this little cord right here. So technically, when I turn on, well, I didn't relabel them, but this one and this one, man, those things move air. Holy, that's way, I can feel like the air way up here. I had no idea OEM fans were so awesome, but there's a reason that they get put on vehicles that are made to live in Florida and California and stuff, so. Not right now. All right, Tokyo came over and we helped fill it with coolant. The fans are good, it's full of new oil. Everything is hooked back up. What are the chances it brop fires right away? I'm just gonna crank it over actually.
Don't get any smoke on my paint, will you? Whoa, 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 whoa! Off, off! Fuel rails. Fuel everywhere. I didn't do those.
Didn't you put the fuel rails on?
Oh, I put the injectors in. My bad. Maybe that was me. I didn't touch that one. That's on you.
I got maybe a $1.99 cross me, but any tax and cost.
There you go.
Think it'll start?
Lighter. Maybe.
Not with that much
Why
battery.
do you never have things with a battery that functions?
My battery in this thing is super small because my battery that I bought for my car is in Gina's car.
Weird, there's a bunch of stuff for my car that's also in Gina's car. I don't think his firewall's completely sealed.
It is. We put caulk on it.
It's sealed enough.
All right, take 2.
3, 4.
Hey Kyle, you know that if this was next year, we wouldn't have to use booster cables. We could just push it and jump it.
Yeah, really though.
That really sucks whenever it doesn't start that way.
Dan, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
Not the butt.
You hear it how it almost stuck and then clicked?
It probably needs a little more voltage there.
Yeah.
Restart Jesus car. For 15.3, that's still a lot of smoke coming out that exhaust. Where'd all that smoke come from, Randy? At least it runs again, I guess.
That's no, you're still hooked up. That's got to be in the starter.
Yeah.
So we had this issue last time.
The hard thing is once it catches, like if we can give it some more voltage, you got to roll it over.
Yeah, she's
There's not one that's like even with outside of like 40 degrees of each other.
she's only burning off some.
Yeah, but
It-
that's almost raw fuel.
Yeah.
That color?
Yeah, no, it's like fuel. I think the screw is like all the way loose, like almost falling out.
Yeah, I know you're not.
Do you want to take that turbo cap off?
You're zero there. You're good.
Yeah.
Want to take that cap off?
Oh yeah. Probably won't start with that on.
Might starve it a little.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll know if you have a boost leak.
True.
Sucks in enough air to start.
That's just a plumbing cap. Fits perfect. And I didn't think it would because this is like 5.5 inches. It's a weird size, but it's made for.
size. It's bigger than average.
I think this is made for like 5-inch inside diameter pipe.
Let me try this one.
I think it's your arc panel, dude.
It's almost.
You doing a spark dance, Kyle?
I didn't say it was smart
Did you notice it didn't spark for like 10 seconds?
until you said something. Your fault.
Can't blame me. That's fine.
That sounds.
Dang, she idle.
That sounds good, Daniel. You're Daniel now.
Damn, Daniel. Still smoking though. I'm gonna have the worst headaches on this Miles Mayhem trip.
Hey,
What's going on
Tokyo,
here?
you want to run this?
Oh, they're on there. Yeah, they're yeah, there's no ignition or anything.
They all rocking like they should be?
They look like it.
Is it party rocking?
I didn't frig that up, I guess. But I forgot to put that plug in.
Colby pulled the plug out without using a socket, and it's got some schmooze on it.
There's probably like, well, if you're throwing that much fuel in there and there's no compression, I guess.
Less compression.
Tighten it. Throw the covers on. Fire it up.
No idea why this is running like poop, but we're gonna change the spark plugs in it. I just have to wait to get spark plugs. Maybe we'll throw some BR7s in there. They don't exactly fit, but it'd be enough to figure it out. We're gonna go get the trailer. Tokyo's gonna get this on the ground. We're gonna get this in the trailer, and then that way we can bring this over to Daddy Cal. He can do what he needs to do with it. I can go to Anime Con for a day, and then we can bring this back to my house and do the finishing touches on it, because there is a couple things that we have left to do on it. Big booty Judy. She's even a manual.
Yes,
It's for sale right now if someone wants to buy it.
Yep. Just like everything else. Everything's got a price. She's a coming and not a stroking. So. Look at that! The big booty hauls that trailer real nice. Holy shit, Smokey-O, she's on the ground.
Way up in front.
Why is it up in the front? Whoa, that's nice in the rear though.
I'm scared about fitment.
In the front or the back?
The rear.
Why?
Travel. I'm scared to take out a sidewall.
Is it rubbing?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
It was in gear. Let's get this diesel out of here, baby.
Mirror's clear.
8 days till Miles of Mayhem, boys. Sending her off to paint and clear. Is that what we're doing right now? That's usually how the TV shows go, right? The winch system, always the best system.
Not when your battery pack is no good.
Think you hold the button?
Yes.
Is it? Hold on.
No, okay.
Why is it? It's still not very good.
No.
You're doing a good job, Dan.
Pushing as hard as I can.
I can tell. Boys, it was a journey so far. See you again in a couple days, baby. I hope so. Little scumbag drug dealer.
Dan's pooping.
Little scumbag drug dealer you are.
Listen, don't be jealous of my wheels.
I stole some plugs out of Tokyo's car. They're not the right plug because the seat is wrong, but I know I started it on that before. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the old tune-up back in it and we're just gonna try and fire it again, see if it makes it any better. I changed out a couple of spark plug wires because I knew some of them didn't like to fit on right, so see what happens.
Thought you had to do it every time you loaded the tune-up in it too.
No.
No? Look at it now, it's fuging down.
I really have no idea what's going on with this thing, but no time to figure it out today. So suck it.
You scared it wouldn't?
I feel like that sensor might have also been underwater at one point and the garage flooded. That one?
What do we got to lose by trying?
Our virginities.
All right, Gina's tires. Who's your DR2 is literally the only thing we could get. But what do we put on? Black walls. Oh, white walls. Decisions. You think she's gonna do wheelies? That'd be so cool.
That would be neat. Wheelies are cool.
We should put them all and go to the scales and see if you can do wheelies at the scales.
We need some skinnies.
We need some
not,
souse.
Not the tires, I mean the souse.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab that car and drive around here.
You want to not test the bump feature on an untested car as I sit in front of it on a bucket? You're an idiot.
I'm the best idiot you know.
You're the best idiot I know.
Look, it's starting to rain already.
I was gonna say wet tires, concrete. He wasn't gonna go that far.
I just finished editing the video. I'm going to upload it like literally right now. I'm going to publish it probably in an hour. And I'm headed down to Edmonton with Gina because she's at an anime con all weekend, and I told her I'd go down for at least one day. So I'm gonna go down there, spend one day down there with her at the anime con because she's totally into like body art and cosplay stuff. So go down there, see that, come back up, and then when I get back 6 days till Miles of Mayhem, figure out my car. I have no idea why it's smoking like it is. So we got some diagnosing to do, and it's stressing me out a little tiny bit. But hopefully we'll figure it out. If you guys have any suggestions on what it could be and what I should check, I've replaced the spark plugs, the wires. I might try and do the coils as well. We verified that all the temperatures in the manifold are roughly the same. I have never done a compression test on this motor, and maybe I should do that. That's actually a really good idea. Maybe a leak down? Anyways, peace easy, get that V.